What does Paulie Malignaggi think of Lomachenko after the Jermaine Ortiz fight? Lomachenko also calls Devin Haney a heavyweight. I want to discuss these things right now in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I am back with some more boxing. Vasiliy Lomachenko, he just won an ESPN main event. They shoved it on ESPN Plus. It wasn't even available on the actual ESPN channel, so you had to have the ESPN Plus. So, shout out to the people who used my link to get the fight. I watched the fight, man, and it's not looking good for the boy Lomachenko. I thought he lost the fight to a sparring partner of his. As you guys see on the screen, Jermaine Ortiz, he literally only had 17 fights. His age, 26. And I thought he did enough to beat Vasiliy Lomachenko, who old media praises. Knockout percentage, not the craziest, 44.44%. But he did a lot of good things in there, and I scored fights adequately, and Lomachenko just gave up too many rounds. The scorecards, I'm going to do a separate video because I want to focus on really the Devin Haney conversation. But the scorecards were laughable. The ESPN, the conversations being had on the broadcast were insanely biased, in my opinion. They were even, it's like this weird Lomachenko fetish that they have. And it's like they're trying to brainwash the fans. I mean, a few fights ago on somebody's fight, they showed Lomachenko and it said he was undefeated, which wasn't the case because he lost his second pro fight. And this was in recent memory, right? Then I was like, all right, mistakes happen. They did it again on a future telecast, and it said Lomachenko was undefeated. So, Lomachenko, he's a two-time gold medalist. He's accomplished what he's accomplished, but he just faced a sparring partner and really struggled. I know a lot of people, you guys can leave it in the comment section. A lot of people are going to say that it was a robbery because they thought Ortiz won, right? I think the punches there was a difference of 3 total punches more that Lomachenko landed, but no one got dropped in the fight. No one got docked any points in the fight. So it becomes an easy fight to score. And I think the bigger, taller fighter in Jermaine Ortiz landed the heavier shots for sure, and definitely buzzed or got Lomachenko's respect. He landed some wicked body shots. The jab was good. And then post-fight, they brought Devin Haney into the mix, into the picture, and they said, what'd you think of his performance? And I'm just paraphrasing, but Devin Haney was basically like, it wasn't his best performance, but I think when we fight, if we fight, then, he's going to show up and train hard. And, the commentary it was biased. They were showing reruns and highlights, and they were like, how did we get here? And they literally showed nothing but Lomachenko's highlights. Like none of the power shots and the good shots and the punch selection from the guy landing the harder punches. They were just showing Vasiliy Lomachenko. And I'm like, what is this, right? So to me, look at this. This is Lomachenko's power connect percentage. Tonight was only 28%. His previous 18 fights is pushing 50% at 48%. So this definitely wasn't like a vintage Lomachenko. But old media, you guys are the ones that have rated Lomachenko so highly. And, putting him on the pound for pound list is like after a performance like that, I don't care about the war. I'm not saying I don't care about it in terms of what's happening, but you signed up for a fight, so I can't judge the war or you're going through a divorce. That's not how you assess boxing. You don't get on or off the pound for pound based on outside occurrences, right? So you can't bring up any of these. Oh, he signed up. He said he was ready. He flew back to the U.S. a little while ago. He's been training, and you struggled with your sparring partner. And it's funny because the great Ego Stradamus strikes again. Guys like Paulie Malignaggi, he literally said that Devin Haney will probably run from Lomachenko and move up to 140 pounds. After what I just seen, he struggled with the guy with 17 fights. Devin Haney's won confident because he's undisputed, and he did it twice in a variation of different ways in beating George Kambosos. So he has more experience at this point, and he has confidence in all the belt. And the funny thing is, Lomachenko just fought this big dude who was really inexperienced. It was his former sparring partner, and he struggled to the point where a lot of people thought he lost the fight. And he was big, he was brolic, he was a big dude for that weight class. So was Teofimo, but this is what Loma said. This is a lightweight, this guy is a heavyweight. And then the ESPN host started laughing. But you just fought Jermaine Ortiz and Teofimo, and I've seen Teofimo and Devin Haney next to each other. So to me, that sounded like a insecurity with Lomachenko that he would even say that. Midway through the fight, they showed Alexander Usyk, and this was his face because obviously he's from the Ukraine, just like Lomachenko, and he knows his buddy was losing. Even Lomachenko's dad looked like ticked off when they were going to the scorecards. But I knew it was going to be some BS because it took a while to do the scorecards, and they were going to get it right, or not right, but get it wrong for the sake of trying to sell the Lomachenko fight with Devin Haney. But really, this fight deserves a Lomachenko. This was in round 2 when Lomachenko got back to the corner. And as you see, his face is all tattered up. ESPN, they tried their best and said, oh, it was his wrist. They turned into forensic scientists and stuff to let the crowd know that it was a wrist that caused that bruising. Either way, he was bruised. His face was all bruised. He was getting hit with punishing shots, good body shots, even to the point where you have an Olympian in Shakur Stevenson says dude is about to mess up the money it looked like, meaning he don't have Lomachenko winning and he can mess up the bag with Devin Haney, right? That's how I interpret it. And he also said, I have Devin Haney beating him. He said, even if Loma wins tonight, Devin Haney will smoke him. So with Shakur Stevenson, a talented Olympic fighter, and he's saying this stuff, and Lomachenko, is making this like really kind of a scary comment. This guy's a heavyweight. What is this? You want his belts? Well, then you got to fight the heavyweight or whatever you're calling him. And it's funny because you let old media tell it. They put Lomachenko on the pound for pound list, refused to put Devin Haney, the undisputed fighter, on the list. Devin Haney's putting on sensational performances and making guys look bad. Lomachenko's fighting his sparring partner and he's going life or death with him. Meanwhile, you got guys like Deontay Wilder. People hate on him and say, oh, Wilder, his skills are horrible. Well, Lomachenko, you guys tell me, is the most skilled person in the world. They both fought bigger sparring partners that knew them from the rounds that they had together. But Deontay Wilder, the guy you guys keep saying, no skills, he annihilated with no skills, since that's what you all want to say, Robert Helenius, who was way bigger than him. And it was a bigger deficit than Lomachenko and Jermaine Ortiz. Plus, Robert Helenius had beaten Adam Kelnacki twice and ruined his career. Jermaine Ortiz beat Jamel Herring after Shakur Stevenson had already took his belt. So they didn't have the same type of experience. And Wilder melted Robert Helenius, and people were walking to their cars by the time Lomachenko was in the 4th round, struggling with this guy, And then now he's saying, oh, this guy's a heavyweight. You said you'll fight him in Oakland or you'll fight him in Vegas. So good luck with that. But as far as I really want to hear what Paulie Malignaggi has to say, because he was tooting Lomachenko's horn and saying Lomachenko, making it sound like Lomachenko's invincible and Devin Haney will duck. Now you see how this stuff plays out. Now you see everything. I've been vindicated. Everything I've said about Loma being on the pound for pound, Devin Haney and Shakur and Jamel Herring not being on the pound for pound. None of those guys, those black fighters that I just mentioned, none of them look like Lomachenko in any of their last 2 fights. Lomachenko, he said his shoulder was bad when he fought against Teofimo, but he struggled with the same things, and he's already got his shoulder worked on or surgery. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know if you've heard from Paulie. And I'm out. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers,
to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with a $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks.
The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation.